Hey Cancer, welcome to your February 2025 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started here and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. There's definitely a lot of energy that's shifting during the rest of this month here. We do have the sun coming into Pisces on the 18th, and we also have Mercury coming into Pisces on the 14th. And then we have Mars coming direct on the 23rd. What does all that mean? Well, Mercury in Pisces, expect your mind and your thoughts to become more fluid, for things to become more abstract, more dreamy. And then you throw the sun in Pisces, and at the same time, our self-awareness is really becoming more idealistic, more dreamy, more visionary. Could be a bit more confusing, but only if you're trying to control things. And then we also have Mars coming direct as well. That's been in Cancer and it's been retrograde, right? So that's going to be a good thing. It's going to allow for, and Mars is in your sign too. So that's going to be a bonus specifically for you, to where you'll probably, more than likely, you'll be feeling a more consistent rhythm of energy and not feeling so burnt out and exhausted. Because even here, I'm seeing in your read, and we're going to jump into your read here in a moment. You have the Nine of Wands here for the overall energy. And the Nine of Wands is, it's when your will is being tested. You're trying to remain positive. You're trying to keep, you're trying to remain optimistic, and you're trying to also keep the faith. But it's kind of hard trusting things at this time, is what I'm seeing here. You pulled this Chiron card. It says heal here. And I was going to, I was going to say about this Nine of Wands? I was going to say, the Nine of Wands is literally the wounded warrior. So you could be feeling like the wounded warrior at this time. And Mars is the planet of the warrior, right? And it's in your sign, and it's been retrograde. So there's been, again, the energy and your sense of self has probably been taking a hit here. So I definitely do get that this reading is about healing here with Chiron. Chiron is in Aries at this time, and it does square you. Aries squares Cancer. So you could definitely be feeling wounded at this time. Chiron, yes, it represents our wounds, but it also just shows us where we need to heal. And it's not always fun healing certain things. You have this snake card that says shedding here. Yeah, and that's what I get with the Emperor being in your challenge right now. I almost get that you're shedding this old identity. And I think things have been a little bit emotionally overwhelming here. But I do love this card because it's like literally you're shedding your skin and you're becoming a whole new person. And I think for the most part, as you can see in this card, the skin has already pretty much come off. So you're pretty much through the thick of it here, right? You've gotten through the thick of it. And I look at Pisces energy as we step into this Pisces season. It's going to be a good thing for you because there hasn't really, I'm not going to say there hasn't been any water, because there has, but there's more water coming into the astrology, which for you synergizes well because you're a water sign. So, and we just had a lot of air. So you could be definitely feeling more detached lately, or not really feeling as connected to things in an emotional, meaningful way. That could be missing. But with the sun coming into Pisces, Mercury coming into Pisces, all this water is really about to help you transcend. I look at Pisces energy as transcending, right? The ability to be able to dissolve old things and release old things, right? And to become more here. Yeah, you pulled this throat chakra card. It says life purpose. Yeah, and the throat chakra has a lot to do with our life purpose. If your throat chakra is in balance, you may not have a good sense of direction with things. And I think Mars being in your sign, being retrograde, you could be questioning like your identity. It's hard to define the direction of things. Things just feel inconsistent, a little bit messy, all over the place. But I think with Mars really coming direct on the 23rd, it's really going to help you be able to define your way forward. Because Mars and the sun define things. It defines the path. The sun is the luminary, right? And Mars points the way. So let's see here. let's go ahead and jump into your reading. You pulled the Nine of Wands here for the overall energy. Yeah, and like I said, Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It's when your will's being tested. You're trying to keep the faith. You're trying to remain optimistic here, but there's challenges, and it's a bit of a struggle. You could be feeling also emotionally tired and exhausted too, burnt out. I don't think this is anything new, right? So even though this is the overall energy, I don't really get that this is a new thing that's happening, right? Like, I'm not predicting this. This already feels as if it's already in your energy. And so this is just something that you've been moving through. And you do have the Queen of Pentacles here in your current energy at this time. I think right now you're just really focused on your stability, right? And your money, your work, and your career. You're trying to actually make your life the best you can make it. And you could be really prioritizing your well-being at this time. Like, you could be prioritizing like your health. Maybe you're getting in shape, or you're just kind of in this pre-glow up energy to where you just want to become healthier and look better, whatever the case might be. That's what I pick up here with this Queen of Pentacles. And I think it's just in general, I just think you're really wanting to nurture things here in your life that you have, so that way you can grow them, whether that's your work, your career, your bank account. You have the Emperor here in your challenge. Yeah, the Emperor is Aries, and you did pull Chiron here. And Chiron is in Aries, and that will definitely be a challenge, like the Emperor being in the challenge. The Emperor deals with how you govern yourself, but it also deals with your sense of self. And Aries is all about self-determination, bravery, strength, courage, right? To face things boldly, fearlessly. I don't pick up a fear energy at all. It's more so just having to remain self-determined. And the one thing about the Emperor is, like, whenever we start to define things, we have to hold ourselves accountable. So that could also be something that is draining for you at this time. So you have a lot of responsibility and obligations, and it could be hard to kind of keep up with. You could be feeling literally exhausted here. So I do see that here. But it's interesting that your advice is the Page of Wands. I really get, this Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about having a good time, enjoying yourself, having fun. And I think you need to do that more here, like to have fun. You may be all work, and just go, and you don't really prioritize a lot of personal time for yourself. The Page of Wands says don't forget to prioritize like some fun time or some me time or some play time, right, for yourself here with the Page of Wands. And some of you are probably like, I can't right now. I can't right now because, I have all these obligations and these responsibilities. But, Page of Wands says you got to do something. You got to carve out you have to have some type of personal life, something that you can do that's rejuvenating and that's exciting. Whether it's literally painting because you like to paint, or going on a run because you like to exercise, whatever the case might be. You did pull the Knight of Cups here in the position of the good stuff here. The Knight of Cups is symbolic of love. I do pick up love here in your reading. So this could definitely be someone new, like if you're single. It's been coming out a lot in the reads, actually, love has. But this could be someone new if you're single. It could be a water sign like yourself. But if you're already in a relationship, there could be some type of romantic thing here that comes up in the future between you and your person here. We'll clarify that. We'll get more on that here. You did pull the Ace of Pentacles here in the position of your hopes and your fears. And I think what you're hoping for at this time is to just create a better reality for yourself. And it's interesting, with this Sun coming into Pisces and Mercury coming into Pisces, we already have Saturn in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces. But the one thing that, and then we have the North Node in Pisces. And so all this energy is going to be activating this North Node. And the North Node is just simply the future. They're fate and destiny points. The North Node pulls us into a new future to create a better future for ourselves. And with it being in Pisces, it's about our dreams, our visions, the things that we're imagining, the things that we really want, that are meaningful and deep. And I think that's what you're really hoping for, is to be able to create those things, obtain those things. And I almost kind of see you scheming here, Cancer, with this High Priestess in the future position. The High Priestess is also connected to the Pisces archetype. And High Priestess has a lot to do with awareness, to be able to listen, to do introspection, reflect, observe. And she's also the psychic in the tarot too. She's able to see all the timelines here. Right? She's able to understand the past. knows where she's at in the present, and able to see all the future timelines of how things could play out. So I'm almost seeing you here really coming up with this master plan here, Cancer, and thinking about all the different timelines that you could go, or all the different routes you could go here with things. Interesting reading here. You do have these Six of Wands, though, in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. You know, keep going. You may feel tired, you may feel exhausted, but I really see here with the Six of Wands, you're actually doing a lot better than you think you are. But the Six of Wands also says you're capable here to push through the Nine of Wands energy. You may have to use your energy wisely and more smart, but you have the capability here to get the type of success here that you want with the Six of Wands. And I think also with the Six of Wands, I think Spirit's really wanting you to lead by example, and don't be afraid of the spotlight. Even if you stand out, right? Let's just say there's something you really want to do, and you start really defining what it is that you want to do, and maybe you're starting to poke out, right? You're starting to people are starting to recognize you or see you doing these things, and you may want to shy away from that type of energy. But I get here that you shouldn't with the Six of Wands. I think you should step more into it. You have the Eight of Pentacles here in the outcome position. There's definitely something here that you're working on, and that you've been working on here with the Eight of Pentacles, and it is getting better. I love the Eight of Pentacles in the outcome position because it talks about mastery, especially with the Emperor being in your challenge. The Emperor is the archetype of self-mastery. So it's like you're mastering something here, and you're getting really good at something. And also the development of things are growing here with the Eight of Pentacles. So we'll see what that is. Let's go ahead and jump in and clarify your reading here. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Actually, clarify the Nine of Wands for the overall energy. You have the Ace of Wands, yeah. Ace of Wands is just pure energy. It's inspiration and motivation as well. And you could definitely be struggling right now with that, with your energy. But this is where you have to be smart with your energy. Nine of Wands says, it's like, yeah, your will's being tested, but you have the ability to make it through. You have the ability to face whatever the challenges are. You just may have to be more smart, more wise with your energy. Clarify the Emperor here in your challenge. Some of you, it's your boss, right? The Emperor could definitely be your boss. You're like, fuck. Clarify the Emperor. You have the Four of Cups. If it is your boss, some of you may feel like your boss just is indifferent, doesn't give a fuck about the way you feel, and just wants you to be able to show up and do your job, right? I think it's like you pick that up from your boss here. It's like you don't really feel the compassion and the empathy. Very interesting. Right, so you could be having difficulties with your job or your boss or even a coworker, I feel. But when it comes to your sense of self, you may just be feeling unmotivated. You may feel a little bit lazy at this time with Mars being retrograde in your sign. It is slowing down, right? It's about to slow down, and then it's pretty much slowed down, but it's going to slow down, and then it's going to stop and then go forward. And then on February 23rd, that's when it really goes forward, right? That's when it comes direct. And so right now you could just be feeling really sluggish because Mars' speed in the astrology is not going fast. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles in your current energy. You have the Devil here. You may have Capricorn in your chart. The Devil is the archetype of Capricorn. The Devil is all about having to be critically tenacious. And also, the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles is kind of like a workaholic. I think you're a workaholic here, and you may need some personal time. I'm telling you, Cancer, with this Page of Wands, just so you can do something, have fun, and rejuvenate here. But I get it, some of you may not have time for that. But I will say with this Devil and the Queen of Pentacles, you are working very hard here. And it's like you're really having to be resourceful at this time too. It's like you're really trying to be smart with your resources, how you manage things. Clarify this High Priestess here in the future position. You pulled the Four of Swords here. Some of you may actually consult a psychic here in February. Is it me? I don't know, maybe, but I don't really feel like it is. It could be though, but I think here with this Four of Swords and the High Priestess, I get this psychic vibe here. This could be you as well, your clairvoyant abilities here increasing. And I'm going to be saying that a lot because with all this Pisces energy, Pisces deals with clairvoyance. It's the sensitivity to the unseen things of like certain energies. So you're going to be feeling and sensing all types of things. And this is where you really need to trust your gut and rely on your instincts here with the High Priestess, Four Swords. And if you don't feel like the timing is right to do something, then take your time, meditate, contemplate. Don't feel like you're in a rush here to make certain decisions. Because this High Priestess, Four Swords may really be you, I'm telling you. And maybe you want something different. But I think here with this High Priestess, Four Swords, this is you resting more, contemplating. A lot of you practice, like you could be practicing meditation here. I'm also seeing prayer here as well. You could be praying or prayer, or there's meditation here. Whatever this is, what the main point of this is because it's about to really expand your awareness. And by expanding your awareness, you're able to actually transcend obstacles and perceived limitations. That's the beautiful thing about Pisces. And with all this Pisces energy, it's really making us become introspective and reflective, and to surrender and let go, and to allow our awareness to expand, whether that's through seeking knowledge, literally, and learning, or just letting things kind of reveal itself. Because sometimes perceived obstacles aren't as big as they actually are, and until we really expand our awareness, we can see like, oh, there's ways around it. Oh, there's a back gate over here. There's a back door over here, right? There's an opening over here. Clarify the Knight of Cups in the position of the good stuff. Pulled the High Priestess here. Yeah. You could definitely be receiving something sentimental here as far as in your relationships or like in your love life. So if you're single, this could be someone here who's going to approach you, or there's going to be some type of newer person in your life. If you're in a relationship here, you could be noticing that someone is being more generous or more loving toward you, right? And you can actually feel it. And that energy is really going to be present with all this Pisces energy that we're about to have. Because Pisces is water, and it deals with our emotions and feelings and sensitivities. And Pisces also rules it's the depth of things. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles here in the outcome. You pulled the Queen of Cups here. Yeah, and I also see like your emotional and spiritual well-being increasing here with this Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles in the outcome position. And you starting to really find a good rhythm. I think you're gonna find a way better rhythm here. Cancer, you're a sign of rhythm, right? And the reason why I say that is because the moon is your ruling planet, and the moon deals with rhythm. The rhythmic cycle of the moon is always predictable. You always know when it's gonna be a new moon, when it's gonna be a quarter moon, full moon, right? And all the other phases. And so you have this rhythm. But with Mars being retrograde in your sign, you can probably be feeling like, damn, I don't have any rhythm. Like things feel weird, things feel off. It's hard to find my groove. And I think this Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups is you being able to find your groove here and your rhythm here, specifically with your work and your obligations and responsibilities here. And because of that, I think that things that you're actually, like the production of things that you're producing are growing in your life. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles in your hopes here. You have the Six of Swords here. Yeah, I just think you're hoping to find a more effective way here forward. You're also looking for opportunities here. You're definitely ready to create a different future here for yourself. And I think you're really trying to open up and find, either you're trying to open up yourself to find the new opportunities, or you could literally be waiting on an opportunity here as well. Clarify the Page of Wands as your advice. You pulled the Sun card. I knew it. Yeah, the Sun card is like literally getting out in the sun, having a good time, enjoying yourself, being happy, being positive, right? Surrounding yourself with positivity, allow yourself to express yourself, right? And that's your advice. Page of Wands, the Sun card here. And I always see the Sun card, it's yourself. It literally is yourself. And your own individual happiness. And some of you, there's like work and all these obligations that are just draining you. And I think one thing that could really rejuvenate you is like literally going and doing something fun for yourself. Clarify the Six of Wands in the position of something you're unaware of. You have the Lovers here. Also, too, your path is to definitely be some form of a leader here, Cancer. It could be in your communities, groups, but also just be like your family, because you just embody that leadership energy. And so I think at this time, Spirit's really wanting you to rely on your supporters as well, Six of Wands, the Lovers, but to be confident, defining your path and be who you are as an individual and allow yourself to shine here. Because you're being reborn on a bigger level here. The sun is about, it's consciousness, right? The Emperor is your sense of self and your identity. That's in the challenge, and that's being reshaped. Mars is the one that reshapes things and defines things. And so with it being with your sun, it's defining your sense of self, your ego, who you are. And also your core self is really coming through. And so there's this birthing process and this shedding of an old identity also. And your new path and life purpose is really revealing itself. And you may be questioning it, but I think you already know what it is. And I think you need to walk boldly. I think you need to walk boldly or pursue boldly your path here. So I can see though your energy is being tested, your will's being tested. You've been exhausted here, right? And just like you're having to really push things through. But I do feel with Mars coming direct in your sign on the 23rd, that's really going to help you. So that's what I got for you, Cancer, in your reading. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also hit the notification bell as well, so you get notified whenever I upload your videos. And if you like the video, of course, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Otherwise, in that, Cancer, I'm wishing you the best, and I will see you later.